Hi everyone, I hope you're all really well. You'll have to excuse my voice, it's a bit nasally at the moment. I'm just coming out of having a virus. So yeah, still some stuff breaking up there. So yeah, but yeah, it's been good. My body needed to let go of a lot of stuff and do some healing, which it's been doing, which is awesome. So yes, I've been very inspired today to make another video on planetary movement at the moment. I had a really amazing day today. I got to speak to a couple of really amazing people just about the experiences they've been having and things they're going through, how they're feeling at the moment. And a lot of it is really tying into what's happening with the planets. So my last video we made, we were talking about the moon in Gemini, the Mercury retrograde had just started, which was a really heavy time for a lot of people. Mercury retrograde is basically generally a time when we're dealing with a lot of old stuff, dealing with a lot of ghosts from the past, a lot of karmic stuff that we have to deal with in order to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. So yeah, it's been really challenging for a lot of us, for sure. But I have some really good news, and that good news is that Mercury is finally going direct. Thank God. So even though it's going direct, we're still in the shadow, but it is definitely leaving. And I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely felt a shift in energy. It feels a lot more calm now. It doesn't feel quite as hectic or intense. It feels like things are really starting to settle a bit more and smooth out, especially with communication. Talking to a lot of different people and their experiences over the past 2 or 3 weeks, a lot of people have had really similar experiences, and they have been experiences such as leaving relationships that they were in, that a lot of those relationships that people were in they left them because of the fact that there was a lot of healing that needed to be done. And it wasn't just with one particular person, it was with both people, you know, because our vibe attracts our tribe, as I always say. So a lot of people, and the way relationships work is a lot of people come together because there's things that they need to learn from each other. Now, sometimes if we don't learn that lesson that we need to learn through that other person, what usually happens is there a shift, and during a retrograde, that's when things will tend to fall apart because communication starts to become a lot more challenging for people. And also because a lot of unhealed stuff comes up for us to deal with. And sometimes there can be so much stuff that comes up to deal with, it just becomes too overwhelming. And so a lot of the time people go their own separate ways. Now, sometimes they go their separate ways and then that's it. But sometimes they go their separate ways, and they go their separate ways so in order for them to heal. And then once they've healed, sometimes these people will come back together. But when they do come back together, if it does happen, the relationship will be new because they would have gone through that transition of the Mercury retrograde and the transition they needed to in order to be able to heal themselves and therefore in turn the relationship, which is a really, really beautiful thing, right? So over the next 2 to 3 days is going to be a time when people are probably going to find that they're going to be doing a lot of reflective work, Not so much healing work, because I feel like a lot of healing work has been done. There's still a little bit left to do, and I'm not saying that, you know, after this time we're going to be these, you know, enlightened beings, but the energy is just so much more like calmer now. It's really beautiful. I'm really getting into it. And this is a perfect time. It's like this stillness before, not before the storm, but it's like the darkness before the light. But it's like we're coming out of the darkness and we're almost about to see the sun starting to rise. And that is because we've got that time now where we can be still and we can really reflect on what happened. You know, it might not just be in a relationship, but what has been happening in your life. And this is the time when people are having really big light bulb moments and they're going, wow, that happened. Wow, that happened for that reason. And wow, now I know what I really want. Which is really beautiful. So the next, you know, 2 to 3 days is really going to be about that. It's about being in that stillness, and really, like, these 3 days or so are really going to be about completely banishing all the old stuff that we don't need anymore. All the old relationships, all the old issues we've had, trauma, everything we've gone through that's really stopped us and created obstacles preventing us from being really happy and you know, being on our true soul journey and soul purpose and what we're here for and who we're here to be with and enjoy that journey with. So as I was saying, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of banishing, because we've now got to a point where we've realized, like, all this old stuff that we were holding on to, we now need to let go of. And we're happy to let go of it now, because we've realized how much we've been denying ourselves happiness. And it's going to get to a point in the next couple of days where, if we're not already there, we're going to be like, let's go. There's going to be more energy, but energy in a really nice way, like in a really beautiful way, that it's going to be like, I really know what I want now and I really want to go for it, which is amazing, like really, really, really nice. So then with a few weeks leading up to Christmas, because Christmas isn't that far away, people are going to notice a lot of really big changes, because people are starting to come into this light now where they've realized how much they're worth, how much they deserve, that they deserve to be happy, and they want to start, you know, enjoying that journey, which is beautiful, which will lead beautifully into 2019. So people over the next couple of weeks and even days, some people are already sort of starting to be in that transition of like, I really know what it is now that I want, and I really just want to start getting into it. But they might need just a little bit more time, you know, to really get rid of the old stuff that they need to. Maybe cut some ties with people. A lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are really letting go of those people that weren't serving them. Not serving them as serving them, but, you know, that weren't out to support them and help them without, you know, them having their own agenda. And I know sometimes people have agendas, but you know what I'm trying to say, like, they're not really thinking about that person's happiness. So yeah, it's such an amazing time, like really, really beautiful. So yeah, in the next 3 weeks, there's going to be these massive changes and lots of transformation. Lots of people are going to be, there's going to be some people that are going to be getting back together, and there'll be a renewal in relationships, and that renewal will be beautiful because both people would have gone through all this work that they needed to do and all this healing, and they'll understand what it is that they really want, and then they'll come together and they'll understand what it is that they want together and as individuals, and they'll be able to go on that journey together to make those beautiful things happen. which is so nice. And these big changes that are going to be unfolding and happening are going to be like big long-term changes, and they're going to be really, really beautiful and really, really positive. And they're going to be on a soul level, they're going to be really deep, and they're going to be like mega strong connections that a lot of us have been waiting for and that we're meant to be in. But we haven't been able to see that because we've been in this retrograde. And in the year of 2018, where we've basically, this year has been all about opening our eyes and being put in situations where we're forced to really see what people are really like, how we've been living our lives, you know, what's really been going on for us and where we're at. And where we're at and where we want to be. So this is this is the beauty before the sun comes up, before the sunrise. So lots of really beautiful things to look forward to, guys. And I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that I'm starting to feel better, because so it can be really good for Christmas and New Year's, because I think it's going to be like a really beautiful time. So that's it, guys. I hope that you all have a really lovely weekend, or wherever you are, you know, wherever you are, I hope you're going to have a really lovely next couple of days. I'll probably make another video again before Christmas for sure. There'll be something else I'll want to talk about and share with you. Please feel free to like, share, leave any comments, feedback, anything else that you would like me to discuss. Yeah, please let me know. It would be great to hear from you. And until I see you next time, please look after yourself, look after each other. Lots of love, light, and blessings.